This is the start of Route 66 in Chicago. Here we go. That's right. April 2023, my wife Larissa and I headed out and we took the kids on a cross-country road trip in an RV and spent 11 days of that traveling Route 66 from Chicago to Santa Monica. And this is our first video on that journey. You can skip ahead if you want, but before I get into it, I want to tell you a couple of resources we used to guide our journey. The first resource we did was we got this book here. And we purchased it on Amazon, and I will link it below in the description. It will be an affiliate link, so we do get a kickback if you purchase yours from there, but it helps us out and it doesn't cost you anymore. So no harm in clicking it, but it's awesome. It gives you all of the stuff state by state. And on the bottom, you can actually like check off where you visited. So that's kind of fun. And then in the back, it has like a journal, so you can journal your days on Route 66. So really fun, really cool book. It was just a great thing to pick up. So I recommend picking up yours. Our other resource, and I'll link his page in the description as well, was Through My Lens. The guy's name's Josh, and him and his dad did Route 66. And they started in California because I believe he lives in California and went California to Chicago. So when we used him to guide us, we kind of had to like do it backwards a little bit. It was weird, but it helped us out still. We still got to see the fun places they stopped, and we appreciate you, Josh. If you see this video, I doubt you will, but whatever. Today's video is just first day on Route 66 from Chicago to the other side of St. Louis because we did Illinois. So we're doing Illinois. My next video is going to be Missouri, and I may pepper in a couple of our other hikes and stuff like that between, just because they're easier to edit than the Route 66 videos. Do subscribe and hit the bell notification if you enjoy watching our journey and want to see how it progresses. After the Route 66 sign, you just must go across the street and see Skygate. It's super cool. It's right there by the sign. So if you only have one thing to do in Chicago, do that. And then we headed right out of Chicago because we wanted to just get on the road. And we stopped at the Lockport Route 66 sign where we just snagged a quick photo. And then we moved on to the Joliet prison where the opening scene from Blues Brothers took place, as well as the first season of Prison Break took place there. So that was really cool. And Joliet had a couple other things. So we also stopped at Dick's on 66 because they have an original piece of the road that you can stand on. And then we headed over to Joliet's Route 66 Visitor Center, which didn't have the passports we were hoping they had, but we got them later on. There's the first 100 miles of Route 66 sign up inside there, so that's kind of neat. And then headed on to Wilmington, where Launchpad is, with the Gemini Giant. About 20 minutes after Wilmington, you go through a little town called Bradwood, Illinois, and the Polka Dot Drive-In's right there. So we stopped and took a few pictures because they just have a ton of fun stuff outside. Until we reached the shop on 66, which had some really cool local memorabilia from Route 66. And the guy that worked there was so nice, and he just talked to us a lot about the area, took our photos for his Facebook page, and we were able to get our passports from him. So we did our first stamps on our passports, and we got to continue on from there to the 2-cell jail that was like right around the corner. And the 2-cell jail has a replica of an old streetcar diner that burned down in 2010. You definitely need to check that out. It's pretty cool. You can peek in it. And as we carried on, we kept stopping at the different gas stations we saw along the way until driving through Odell, where we saw one of the old pedestrian tunnels from Route 66. It did not stop because it's filled in anyways. We go through one later on in our journey. And after that, you must stop in Pontiac, Illinois, where they have the Route 66 Hall of Fame with all sorts of Bob Waltmeyer memorabilia. His Volkswagen bus is inside of there. And when you go around the back of the building, you have the Bob Waltmeyer yacht, which is an old schoolie that he turned into a moving house for when he traveled Route 66 and did all his artwork. There's also several murals in the town and a giant Bob Waltmeyer map. So check out all the murals you can and take photos and enjoy your time while you're in Pontiac. It's super memorable. So after Pontiac, we carried on about 30-40 minutes down the road to Bloomington, where we stopped at the Sprague's Super Service, which was an old gas station, cafe, and upstairs had apartments back in the day. And they now house Ryburn Place Gift and Gab, which is just a little gift shop. And we picked up a couple things there and kept on moving down the road until we reached Motorhead in Springfield, Illinois, where we decided to eat because Cozy Dog was closed. Although you definitely should stop at Cozy Dog if it's open when you go through there. It's where the corn dog was basically invented. So Motorhead had a super cool little museum inside of it, and it was decent roadside bar and grill food. Grabbed a drink for me and the wife and fed the kids and checked out the museum while we were there. They had cool old signs, a bunch of different stuff. So checked out that museum for a while, ate our food, and carried on till we hit Harry's Rabbit Ranch, which was also closed on us, but it was really cool to see the rabbits sitting out of the ground, which was a nice precursor to what goes on in Texas with the Cadillac Ranch. And we continued on to the Pink Elephant Antique Mall, which was closed when we got there, but they had the ice cream shop open. So we snagged some ice cream and carried on to try to make it to our final destination of the night at Merrimack Caverns on the other side of Illinois and Missouri, so that we could start day 2 off at Merrimack Caverns. And that wrapped our first day on Route 66. Not as eventful as I would have liked it to be, but we knew starting on a Sunday that we were going to be missing some stuff and catching places while they were closed. You just kind of have to risk that, and you have to plan your days around when businesses are going to be open. So that was kind of Larissa's job on the trip, was writing down times places closed, what time we need to be there by, if we're going to get there, blah, blah, blah. You know, when you're cutting it close and you're trying to make it in 11 days, which I really don't think's long enough to see everything. But when you're trying to make it in 11 days, you do have to pick what you're going to stop and see, what you're not going to stop and see, and what are the must-haves. I hope you guys join us for our next part of the journey, which is Missouri, which took us about a day and a half. So we spent a lot more time there. Saw a couple of caves that are really cool and did a lot of other fun stuff. Went to Uranus. So keep your eyes out for that one. And if you want to know how we got to this journey, check out our video on when we went to go get the RV. That was pretty interesting. And we'll see you guys next week with another video. And safe travels. See you next time. Bye. Have a good one.